Hi everyone. If you are looking to master the subject of investing, the field of investing, there is one thing you need to take away from the famous book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Now this book spoke about one particular model. It's a mental model I'm applying to the world of investing. What is that mental model? It's called the circle of concern and circle of influence. So he spoke about this with respect to the habits in that book. But here I'm talking about it's in the world of investing. I'm applying that mental model to the world of investing. The circle of influence is nothing but the inner circle, which is straight from the book, but I'll make it very high level. There are two circles, the inner circle and outer circle. The inner circle talks about the circle of influence, which is where we have influence into. And the outer circle is circle of concern, which are all other external factors which we don't have control or which we don't have influence onto. So the inner circle is called circle of influence and outer is called circle of concern. How does it apply? How does this focus apply to the world of investing? So it's about having the proactive focus on the influence, circle of influence, and ignoring or just avoiding the influence of the circle of concern. So here is a pictorial view. The inner circle, how you apply to this world of investing, what you can do, what we can do as investors are focus on the investing process like analysis, business analysis, valuation, everything else, right? Second, business metrics. Focus on the business metrics. That is something easily available. Balance sheet. We can study the balance sheet of companies. Checklist. We can follow checklist to avoid mistakes. Conviction. We can develop conviction through thorough analysis of businesses and the companies involved in the investing world. These are things we can take control of. These are within our circle of influence according to the book mental model. The external circle, the outer circle are the noises out there in the markets, which is the single most reason for deterrence in performance of almost every investor out there. Because the noise is continuously fed into our minds and brains, we are not able to focus on the circle of influence. But we get carried away by the circle of concern related noises out there like macroeconomic factors, the media news, the central bank actions, elections, war, other people's herd mentality like fear, bull market traps, bear market traps, greed, news channels, Twitter, social media, YouTube. There are so many external factors out there that belongs to the circle of concern. We can be concerned about it. We can't do anything about all of that. We just have to focus on our process and the inner part of it, which is the inner circle of influence. And if you do that, the next slide talks about, going from point X to point Y is what we need to do to achieve financial freedom. It's years of patience. How can you develop that years of patience? By just having sheer focus on the inner circle of influence. Never ever bring the outer circle towards your investing process. That's the only way that can take you from point X to point Y and give you 100 times or 1,000 times of your portfolio returns over 20-25 years. Trust this was helpful. Thanks for staying with me. Signing off, Sandeep Anand.